Welcome to today's webinar. Today we've got Paddy back. Paddy, how are you? Oh, just tickety-boo, man, tickety-boo. So with today's session, we're going to be looking more tactical. If this becomes more regular, we might just call this Tactics with Paddy. Today, Paddy's going to look at a formation, the 3-5-2, something that he's been passionate about. So Paddy, why don't we take it away from your side?
The reason why I like this system is I think it's very fluid, but obviously I just want to make a little question mark about it, is that it all depends on your players and your philosophy as a coach. But I like it. I think it's a great passing system, but you have to have the players that are technical. I got the red team playing from my right to left. And I just want to show that picture. We got 3 at the back, 5 in the middle, 4 across with 1 holding and 2 up top. Now, the other reason I like playing this is that when it's an attacking system, we're looking from an attacking point of view. We got playing against the 4-4-2, where you got 2 forwards against you. You're overloading, you got 3 centre backs against 2 forwards, and if you need big, you need to count the keeper in. That's 4v2. If your players are anyway reasonably good, they should be able to keep possession of the ball to get forward and get between the lines. Forward in the middle field. Now we got in the center, we got 3v2 in the center. What I like, again, it comes down to the technical ability and the intelligence. I like the center sweeper to come out when it's on to support, and that can create 4v2. But 3v2 should be enough. Wide players cancel out their wingers, and 2 front players up top will deal with the back 4 will deal with the 2 front players will deal with the 2 back players. So from an attacking point of view, you've got loads of options. If anybody wants to ask any questions, I'm purely looking at this from an attacking point of view.
Yeah, so just
to that end, I want to now show technical practice using shadow play. Shadow play is just another word for unopposed practice. Right?
Hey, Paddy.
Yeah.
So before we go into that, why don't we just go through your in possession? Obviously, for those that are listening, we're in possession. We're not looking out of possession. But in the 3-5-2, why don't you go through what each position, starting from the back, that you would like to see as a characteristic of a player? What would be a good player, and what characteristics would they need to play in those positions?
Okay, yeah, that's a good point, Danny. I was going without that, but we can do that now. But let's start with the left and the right centre back. And obviously, playing in the centre, the 3 centre backs, they got to have some ability in the air. But they got, especially the centre of the defence, he's got to be very good in the air. Dealing with crosses and balls coming into the box. Obviously, we'd all like to have some good, intelligent players, but what we need from these is that technical ability, be able to pass the ball with accuracy and pace, right? And the 2 wide players as well, they need to be able to understand the roles. If they happen to get subbed out from an attacking point of view, they need to be able to play in full back positions. And in a situation where that happens, I would be looking for that's the shape we'd be looking at. And my whole midfield maybe will drop in there, right? So that's an option. Going more back, right? So the ability is you've got to have good control and passing, good technical ability as all players should have. Especially the centre back. he's got to have, on top of those abilities, he's got to be able to win the ball in here. The mental part of that is he's got to be a good organizer and he's got to be a good communicator. And obviously, if all the players really should have most, if not all, of these qualities. Right? So we're moving into midfield. Right? Your whole mid would need some. It's not just an attacking situation, but he would need some defensive qualities to be able to block off two balls coming through to the front two. Right? So he acts as a blocker depending on where the ball is. He's got to have good communication, but most of all, he's got to have ability to see passing lanes and to see spaces in and behind the defense, and that can be breaking the lines down to the centre forwards. Right, the two left and right centre mids. They got to be very mobile. They got to be able to pass the ball well. They got to be able to dribble. They got to be able to link up, make combination passes with their teammates, wide players and front players. So we're trying to make triangles all over the place, so that we can rotate the ball and move the ball forward in a quick fashion. We can't do that if we don't have people moving into position. On top of the skills that they have, the passing skills, I would look for them to be able to get in and around the box. Again, linking up, giving goals, 1-2s, and the ability to shoot from long distances. And the two wide players, that's called the two wing backs, they got to have a good engine first of all. It's a very important part of the system, the two wide players. They got to be able to, but particularly get forward when it's on, but they also got to have the ability to get back. So they got to be really fit, as all the players need to be. But there's an extra, there's an extra load for on those because of the distance they have to go when the ball is lost, right? So that can be it can be pressurizing the ball depending on the coach. But they've got to have good legs, a good engine. You've also got to have good passing ability and the ability to cross the ball really well into spaces for attacking headers, near post, back post, sending, or drilling the ball back in along the ground. So you've got to have that vision to see spaces looking across the field. And the two front players, these are the money players. These are the players that you want to have the ability to take the ball when they're marked really tight with their back to the goal. Right? You got to have good control. You got to have the ability to turn people. Right? You got to have the ability to link up with each other people. Right? So we're looking at that situation there. Right? And once they get turns in and around the box, I think my centre forwards to be a bit green, especially when we got one-on-ones. Go take him on, finish with a shot. This fella then can support, right? Maybe for a 1-2, but if there's a shot, if he's thinking of taking a shot, he's making a run in to any drop balls the keeper makes. Any mistakes the keeper makes, he's in there till he can. But as that's happening from the middle, we're getting people forward. And if there's no option to get in behind and play to the centre forward of that, but maybe the left centre mid looking to play in the wide player who can get those crosses in across the edge of the six, or in behind, or in and around the penalty box. So there's kind of a quick summary of what I think players in those positions should have.
Okay, so that was good. So for those that are, I'm getting a couple of text messages coming through. So for those that are listening in, But be sure to use your panel on the right hand side there to ask questions. Okay, so if you have any questions for Paddy, just type them away and we'll get them asked as we go along. All right, Paddy, carry on, my man.
Okay, well, I'm going to take up. I want to show, especially the coaches, this is what I right.
Take out that extra red player.
It's not what you need to do. You deal with your own situation. But I hope this gives you some idea. All right. So what I'm going to do is, this is for coaches that would like to try and get this system going. Right. The main thing about this system is the quality of your passing and control. Now I know we do a lot of drills, short passing drills, but this helps. It helped me. I got this idea. I got this from actually it was Harold Wilkinson. He gave me the idea when he was doing shadow play in midfield. What I want to do now is I want to change it a little bit, and I want to use the whole field. And I'm using every player on the field. I'm trying to use every player on the field to get into situations where I'm passing and receiving. And that also will require movement. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to channel off areas. That helps for the wide players. That helps for the wide players to stay in wide and keep it as wide as possible from an attacking point of view. Right? Now, from that situation there, so as soon as we lose possession, right, you say that there's a shot, the ball goes to the keeper. You've got to have imagination when you're doing this, right? Not only it's easy doing it here where you move people around, but when you're on the soccer field, you got to know your IQ. You got to know what's involved in playing this game, right, and playing this system. So the keeper gets the ball, the two wide fullbacks split, the centre just shoves out of it. So we're going to work mostly around. Now remember, when you go the other way, and I'm talking about back passing, it's a technical drill, right? The two centre forwards, you could say, are going to become the dentist, but they've only passed the ball back. But they do that in the game, and then you can pass the ball back to get ball. So it's purely a technical drill to get players into the shape and for movement and good passing and good control. All right. So we got the goalkeeper with the ball, send it out wide. Sideways on, good first touch. Wing back shows. Sorry, let me just before we start again. Sorry, that's what I'm saying. Every forward pass must be followed by a back pass. Now the reason for that is it gets people into the habit of playing the way your face, but it also can change. It changes the way, the direction of play. So just bear with me a bit now as I go along. And I hope I'm not talking too fast, but we tend to do that when we're Irish, get excited. I love this system, and if you have the players to play it, few key players, try it out. It's not going to be easy. It's going to take a few weeks to get it sorted out. But I think you're right. I think our players are right. All right. So every pass forward, it's going to stand. It's going to follow by a back pass. So we're going to possession the ball here. Right? Straight away now, everybody on the field should be thinking about moving, even if it's only a couple of yards. Go kick, just in case. Center, if you need that, right? Left center mid. Robin shot, right? And go for the pass second. So now we've got options. We've got that option. We've got that option. We want to play it forward as much as possible. If you did swivel, we can go back, go forward, back, go forward. Remember that mantra. Play it back, they go forward. Play it forward to change the play. Okay, so we're going to try and keep it wide. Get the the wing backs with the chalk on their boots, as they used to say in the old days. So the left centre backs playing the ball. The wing back receiving the ball. The left centre mid supports the ball. The left centre back supports the ball. As this is happening, as I said, people are moving by different areas. We're thinking, if we've got good possession, or if we want to do good possession. So the ball goes forward pass, shows for the ball. We go back, right? Left centre mid. I'm going to call them number 1 and number 2 attacker. Number 1 attacker is always the man nearest to the ball. So he's shown. Ball is received. We can get support here. Changing the play. Right? Now the other number 2, centre forward becomes the number 1. Number 1 becomes number 2. He's straight ahead. Right? This is happening now. We're going around the field. Right? The wing back now starts to go in the other direction. Right? So it's forward, back, going forward. Again, people are showing for the ball. People are showing for the ball. People are getting back into positions now, right? As that's happening. So now we go back, to go forward. Right centre mid, right centre back, lays it to the hole in mid. Right? Now that can be played back to the centre mid, depending on where players are. But we're just going to keep a rotating around the side. So it's coming back now to the left centre back. So now we're back into the same position where we started, right? We're now back at the start when we started the exercise. And this is kind of like technical stuff as a player. It's repetition, repetition, repetition. And as we're doing this, you're going to have to do this a lot of times. You're going to have to be patient. You're going to have to show people show. You're going to have to talk to them about sideways on. You're going to have to talk to them about getting their heads up. All the coaching points that you need to make. Right? This is just showing you a shape that can get your whole team involved with the shape, and they're still working on quality control, quality passing, and a bit of tactical quality movement support from where I'm with. So I'm going to fly through and I'm going to go through it quickly again. The support, right? See if you see it yourself and visualize what's on. This can go there if we want, right? And we're supporting here and we're supporting if we want, but we're not going to do that. I'm not going to get away from. We can do that at a later stage when your kids have got a good idea of possession play, building up from the back. So going wide, support, support, show. We're going back, right? Showing back, coming up here, right? Midfield is moving up, midfield is moving. It goes forward, go back, forward, forward, back, right? Now I want these players starting to move forward, like the start now on the opposite side now. He's becoming a wing back on the left side. Right? So all play, forward pass, support, back pass, forward pass, back to the middle. Again, out wide. Right? Now we can change that. We've done that now. We're just using the wing pass. Right? So now we're going to go start again, just to give you a couple more ideas. I want to make sure I got plenty of time. The wing backs, when we're using this, get forward as much as possible. As the ball is traveling, as soon as he gets his first touch, he's dropping. So why is he doing that? Well, he's trying to create space for himself, away from the center, away from the defender. If the defender comes close to him, and it's the same here, if the defender starts to move forward, Now we can say, okay, we're not going to go there, we're going to go through the lines. We're going to play in the centre forward. Right? And then obviously we've got players running, supporting, and then it can go bump, and we're in. Right? I don't want to throw in too much. I'm sure you guys, you can see the shape, and you've got your own ideas how you would like to progress. If there's any questions, fire away. Remember that this game is not one way or my way. There's a lot of options here, and as I said earlier, you can see the options that we can create. If we get a flex movement and good touches and good passing, but there's so many options on this system. Like, I love it. I really do. Any questions, Anthony?
There's nothing just yet. Did you want to? You've gone from shadow play. Did you want to go into how you're playing the ball from the back and beating the opposition now in a 4-4-2?
Say that again.
We have no questions just as yet coming in. Oh, maybe. Oh, we do have a question. Trying to bring up Joyce's question here. Let me see. Relationship between winger, outside midfielder, and outside backs. So that's from Joyce. What's the relationship between the winger, outside midfielder, and the outside backs?
The relationship is they've got to be able to play together. You've got to have an understanding, and then
So I think what she's trying to say, Paddy, is what's the difference? I think it's more about what's the difference between a winger and an outside back? Because you're saying a wing back, whereas the three at the back are three centre backs. So maybe explain that, why there's three centre backs and not a right and left back.
The left centre back, his duties are more defence than anything else, right? These three are more defence. Sometimes, obviously, in the game, they've got to know when to support, right? And then when that happens, right, just say he has the ball, he's got to have support to drop the ball back. If he's not going to turn a number, if he doesn't have that ability, or if he has the ability to turn and play it through. But as this centre back is, this left centre back is coming, he has the ball forward. He has to support the ball, especially when there's pressure. Right? Now, what happens with it? That changes the shape at the back. So now we've got to be thinking of, hey, we've got to come in, right? And we've got to be thinking, we've got to hold him in there, right? So as soon as this player, if it's played there and it plays, he just holds his defensive position, right? We don't want him starting to get forward too far, right? Because what we're doing here is now, if we can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a hole in one there in the middle, we got 6, but we say 5 players getting forward, and we're 6 players on the ball. But that's a lot of players forward, right? So we've got to make sure that the back door is not open too wide. Sometimes it will be, and that's where the communication from the centre back. Now, obviously, as the players moving up the field, everybody's moving up the field, you know, and now we're kind of playing with a flat back 3, right? And then we've got to read the play. If this player has the ball here and there's no pressure on, well, you got to be careful about coming up too far and leaving the space to be on. But if that happens, we're looking for a goalkeeper to become a sweeper as well. Now, I don't know whether that answers. I think that answers the question that he's got more than his duties are more defense than anything else.
Okay, so
6 players going forward and a holding mid. That's pretty good numbers getting forward, you know.
Yeah, and Joyce. So Joyce put in. So obviously, what Paddy's looking at now is in possession. So basically, we're in attack. We're with the ball. So she's asking, are we essentially attacking in 3-5-2 but defending in a 5-3-2? So You can obviously answer that. I could answer it for you, but I think you can answer that. She's asking, are we essentially attacking in 3-5-2 but defending in a 5-3-2? And of course, Joyce, we're only looking at in possession for right now. Defending will be another part, but Paddy can answer that for you right now.
Sometimes when you say a 3-5-2 or a 4-3-3 or a 4-4-2, players literally take you by your word, right? We've got a 3-5-2 system that we're playing. We've got possession of the ball. So now instead of staying at 3-5-2, now we're looking at playing maybe a 1-2-4, 3 at the back, 3-1-2-4. So the system changes within the system. And this is another thing that the players have got to understand. So when there's a change, well, we'll probably work on that later on from a defensive point of view. But obviously when you lose the ball, people are going to get back into the shape. And even just a quick point of what I was going to say is, if the ball is lost here, straight away he becomes the first to then. Straight away. If not, sometimes you say, well, I'm a centre forward. Well, if you're scoring me 30 goals a season, I might consider taking into account that you're not going to do any defensive work. But that wouldn't be fair to the player for his development, because at the top game now, you've got to be able to defend if you're a centre forward, midfielder, wide player, or back player. Okay? So the system changes within the system. We're down as a 3-5-2. It changes into, as I said, a 3-1-2-4. So the system keeps evolving around as the game is being as it's progress. Right? Just for argument's sake, to say that the ball comes here, right? We've got this fella, he's a half-decent winner, right? So now he's going to take this fella on. And he takes him on and he's going on in. As soon as that's red, we've got a couple of options we can do. We can have an overlap here, diagonal run here, or I would prefer this, and maybe here. So he's recreating the width of the field that the wing back goes down because he's attacking on the inside. Right? So these are all the things that when jumping ahead of myself here, because when we're coaching the kids, we've got to be able to coach. When they come out of the back with the ball, comfortable position, 4-3-2. The finish maybe with scoring the goal here and scoring the goal in there. Right? So we're working on possession. Right? Or having the wing back there, whatever you think is the best way to do it. So we're working on possession there. 3-2, counting the goalkeeper. Right? And the other thing then, stay with that situation. So now we've got this sorted out. We've got an understanding of the big picture. Now, like a painter on a canvas, we're going to paint a small picture. Maybe, on the canvas, maybe I want to see some nice trees around here, right? I want to see some nice trees. I want to see some nice play around here. This is one of the crucial areas, like midfield. So how do we So now we got a situation that, right, what happened with this? What happened with the overall team is passing the ball out? You might jump forward, you might come back. You might jump forward, you might come back in your teaching. It depends on how the players are developed. And remember, they're all different. As much as you want them to be the best they can be. And sometimes, mentally, some of them just say, I'm not really into it, You've got players like that that are struggling. But anyway, we've got that sorted there, the big picture, technical, and good control and good movement. Now we're working on a functional practice 4v2 at the back. We got that sorted out, right? So let's work on now with a situation where we're playing against, so no one scoring off this area here, right? And we're playing possession play here. Let's get one of the centre balls here, right? And we're playing 4v2 keep away, right? In a square, maybe 15 by 20. 4v2 keep away. So these fellas now are getting an understanding with one of the centre forwards, right? If this, and you would maybe be a bit offended, you know. And these two are trying to get possession of the ball. Now, when this player receives the ball, this centre forward, as we're always looking to go forward, and I'm thinking in the next session that when he plays the ball back, he moves forward. This fella comes in as 4v2. It's just a little, so you're being amended. Pressure on the ball, right? We make good angles, we make try and make it in a good shape. Can we split the pass? Make a good position to play. Can we split the pass? Right? We're always looking to do this. Then can we go forward? Right? Always looking to split the pass. Play the split pass between the four players. Right? So you might say, okay, point passes as a point. These two maybe will have blue bibs, and when one of them gets possession of the ball and intercepts, just change, or you just change two in the middle with two in the two of the four, right? So there's loads of different ways of doing it. I don't want to go too far and get too far ahead of yourself. You guys.
So Paddy, so Eric Johnson had a question for you. Now it's pretty much on the defensive side, I would say, but he said it looks great in attack. Is the opposition going to get into a 3-4-3 eventually? I can answer that. We were looking at a 4-4-2, but however, if it's a 3-4-3, are you okay with three central defenders being in a 3v3 situation?
No, not really. I would always try and have the extra player at the back. So if that happens, if they play three and they occupy one in the middle. I would look for my holding mid to come back in and make the extra player. I would look at now. Obviously, there's situations where we've got to be comfortable being in, and this is why the defensive end of it, people think it's just about kicking players and getting the ball. If this player has the ball, this player is shown. There's two ways you can do it, right? We've got support, we've got pressure on the ball, we've got support. This player comes in, right? The wing back comes back, starts to walk back. This wing back starts to walk back. So now the shape is starting to be a bit different from a defensive point of view, right? We would get, and what we try and do is get a good box, a defensive box in between players and the goal. But if this pressure applied here, right, we've obviously got to get support. Now, we can do a couple of things here. That's my. We hold the mid structure in there, right? That would be easy. So now we've got a bit of cover, we've got a bit of pressure. So we always try and have an extra man from a defensive point of view. We want to overload in attack. We've got to try and do the same in defense and the extra players. That's why you get fitness, getting players really fit, especially young players. And you're doing a defensive situation. If they don't have the legs to get back, well, you got to try and find somewhere where to put them on your team, depending on your squad. You may have 3 or 4 players that's a little bit on the weak side, And just find a place for them. But if it's physical, that's just donkey work. They've got to go. They've got to get out there and go right. So we've got pressure on the ball. We've got cover. We've got a hold of mid dropping in, and we've got a right centre defender button and the wing back coming in. So we've got it. We've got loads of bodies now behind the ball. Right? Yeah. Some people will say, okay, I'm going to send him down the line. Right? So his body position is shoulder, roughly just backwards off his shoulder. Right? And this red starting to take and coming across here. Right? If it's the case that he's sending him inside, and this red starting to take him in. And this red starting to come both sides. This red starting to come when moving people around, it's easy to do it here. We're getting this done on which has changed. So from a defensive point of view, then it's the opposite now to the attack. We're going to do a functional practice for a three centre backs and maybe the two wing backs with the whole one in, right? And we have the centre back. Send them in on the whites, play the ball forward. You take your shape off the pass ball. Number one player, nearest to the ball, press. Number two, cover. Number three, balance. So that's basically like the check man. Back to the stopper. We're not going back in here because that keeps people it allows people to hit the spaces in. So we're trying to hold up that position there. Does that answer your question, Eric?
I think we approached it there. I'm sure Eric will let us know, but I think it's good.
If you want to elaborate, I want to ask me one or two questions.
You know, for me, what Eric's question there, would you be happy with a three? I think it'd also depend for me if I was playing this particular shape. Now I play three at the back quite a bit, but right. If I was playing three at the back, I'm comfortable playing against three forwards, whether it's a 4-3-3 or a 3-4-3. The problem is I'm only comfortable if they're narrow. If they're wide, then I'm gonna have to figure out. I'm not as comfortable then. But then that's when I use my wing backs to pick those players up if need be on the defensive side. So I think there's different ways of looking at it. I don't want to get spread out of the back, but I would be comfortable with a 3-3, 1v1 in each situation, with what we do at training sessions, as long as they're narrow. If the two of the three players are wide, I wouldn't be comfortable with that at all.
Well, I mean, I'm comfortable with a flat 3v3 if they got the ability to defend, but I'm still go with my extra there at the back of my because I'm the 10.
Yeah, so Eric came back and said 4-4-2 in defending rather than as Joyce had said earlier, 5 at the back. You would do a 4 at the back as well.
Yeah. I'll go into a 4 at the back.
Yeah, and I'd do the same, the opposite.
If you've got really good and you can suss this out as the game goes on, and these centre forwards are not that good, these forwards are not that good, or one of them is really good, right? And if you think your back three can handle them, that's a decision you make there and then as a coach as the game is going on.
Yeah, I was about to say if pace or the strength or the quality of the strikers would also govern what I do there. So yeah, for me, if I'm being attacked down the right, then it'd be my left winger that would come back and apply the extra player if I needed it.
Well, I'm not restricted now. When it changes, and I know we're talking about defense, but as soon as the ball is lost, we go into that big 5-2 system, and we get the ball out quickly, and we go from there.
Good. Move right along.
All right. So, what are the qualities that we've gone through that, what the qualities are, and from a position of attacking situation. From an attacking situation now, when we've done the attacking from the back, we've done the ultra practice from the middle, and now we're doing it from an attacking point of view in the last third of the field. Some people use quarters, so I use the thirds. And from that situation, you can set up I would go with a three against two. Now the reason being is that I want to get success. I want to give the players confidence, right? So in the middle here, we've got 3 against 2. Got two mids. We're keeping possession of the ball. We say, okay, on the third pass, that has to go wide. So we're playing passing here, bump, comes out here, gets his body turned, has to go wide. Now from that situation, now we're looking for people to make runs, right? So defensively, they're going to do this, right? So they're going to get this fella in, we get him in here, and we get him in there, and that's a bit of a shame that we have. Let's change keepers, right? Now from here, and again, if we got the ability, I would encourage people to take people on here, right? Now when we're taking them on, we can go inside, and if he has the ability from the corner, we've seen, I've watched a lot of those goals of the season, and a lot of goals now are scored where players playing, coming on the inside, on the left-hand side, playing with their right foot and bending it into the top corner, or playing it back here. But we see a lot of this now, where people are going inside, right? Now, if you see that happening, obviously it's going to attract players, so that may create that situation, right? So functional practice, and your job is, okay, take him on. It goes on the outside, right? So as this is happening, when this ball is played, this player is starting to move, this player is moving, this player, these two are going to be getting into the box. Like one to the front and one to the back post, and this fella coming here. So from here, we've got 3 targets to hit. Front, back, middle, front, middle, back, whichever way you want to go. Again, it depends on the ability. If you've got a good header at the back that can come in from the wing or from midfield, well, you might say, okay, we're going to work and get the ball to the back. It may be a bad angle to shoot. So the ball is clear into you can drop the ball here for a shot, or you can play it to the back post here, or you can have a shot. That's a player's decision.
It was a little bit. We can only see a partial area of that penalty box, but it was pretty good. We could get through it.
Well, obviously, when you're doing these situations, you're gonna cordon off your areas. Right? Your midfield will probably be there. And then your functional practice. Bum, 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 bum. 4v2 here, get the ball wide. Right? So you got the ball wide, let him cross this year. Start again, coach has the ball. Coach has the ball, he's got 4v2 here. With 2 in. Coach has the ball. There's the coach. And it's wearing a United shirt. Coach has the ball on the side, plays it in. Straight away. Now we're trying to play 4v2. Right? 2 wide players and 2 front players, lead them there. So you got 4v2. You've got 2 wing backs, right? Just leave the ball there. 4v2, get possession of the ball. After maybe 3 or 4 passes, depending whatever the coach wants. I'm not talking about these moving, getting into positions to play split pass. And a stick pass can be back. Like remember what we said, to go forward to go back. And maybe to go forward to go back, to go outside. So after 4 passes, right, the players recognize, okay, let's get it wide. Now the right wing back has the ball. You know, what we say to him is, okay, take 2 touches and cross or shoot. Take 2 touches, back. Right, goalkeeper gets the ball, and obviously, as a coach, you will have a number of balls at your feet. All right, but start again. Change it from a different night, or it may be that you just play the ball in there. As soon as he gets his first touches right, then we'll come in. So there's so much information there, right? But there's a function of practice now for your midfielders, right? And then obviously when we get into the last position, we're using the wing backs a lot as well here. And we get into the last situation, right? Now you could be in a situation where if you wanted to work on the wing backs, go to there at the side, show, play, wing back long, get it to 3, 4 steps, cross the ball. Go there, look from the other side, right? Coach lays the ball. Look for the stretch. We can get in, cross the ball. But then we're walking on.
Hey, Paddy.
Obviously, the coach will be able to pass the ball properly. Good quality touch, find you off the 4 steps, and you take another step and cross. And then we're going into the position. Mid ball, center, repetition. And these guys are only talking with for twice a week training, and they want to be in the target that they want to get to college. Not going to happen. You need to put the leg work in. You have to practice. You want to be a better college. That's when you want to be a star on the it could be a school battle. It could be a college game. One is sitting on the bench for half a year. There's a lot of new recruits. When they go in, it's not a new program, too old, all that stuff. So they be sitting on the bench. So if you've got the quality and the expertise and the ability to play at a high level, and the coach ain't going to put you sitting on the bench. He wants you in there because we want to win the game. And you hear people saying it's not about winning. It was Bill Shankly said, it's all about winning. But it's winning in the right way. I think the 3-5-2 system, I think it's friggin' right. I love doing it, especially when I get involved with players. Right? I've got some decent players. Some of them are still there. And we're getting there. I'm not too sure whether I'll use that system just yet. I have to see how number one, they're talking about opening in June. Man, it's only 3 weeks away. I'm sure, like everybody else, got a lot of work to do, coaches. If you take all this in, take the fitness end of it in, and if you want for doing mental strength, it's a lot of work for a good coach. You have to be motivated. You have to know your game. There was helping to play the game at a reasonable level, but it's not 100%. But it's there because you don't understand. All right. Anything else, Anthony?
Well, we've got no questions coming in, but I felt there was a little bit of muffling towards the end there. I think you might have sat on your phone or something, but overall, for those that are listening in, this was in possession, looking at the 3-5-2. Paddy also went over some of the shadow play to begin with to get the shape right. And then he looked at how to build from the back. He was looking at midfield combinations, getting the ball out wide, and then from wide areas, attacking from wide areas, coming back in. So I think overall, we've looked at, I mean, we could talk here for probably days and days and days on any type of formation. However, I think we've got a good idea at least to be able to see how we can build up from the back. And as Paddy said, playing the right way, how we can combine in midfield, going forward and back, how we can find that wide play and how to attack in wide areas as well as going down the middle for attacking as well. So if anybody's on this, watching this at a later date, feel free to comment below and we'll try and get as many of those answered as we possibly can. Was there anything you wanted to add to that, Paddy?
No, just a bit. I'm always willing to help coaches and players. If anybody wants to contact me with anything, questions or that, I'm fine.
And we'll put that his contact information in there as well. Obviously, this wasn't really looking, although there's a couple of questions on the defensive side, there's probably a lot of questions that wasn't answered in transition or out of possession. And even in out of possession, that's a long conversation because you've got, you know, probably in this situation, you can have high press, mid press, you can have low to mid press, you can have mid blocks. So there's all types of different types of scenarios and different formations to play against. But obviously, looking in attack and looking ultimately at what you want to do in attack with a 3-5-2, this has really been a good session. So great job, Paddy.
I appreciate it. Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you, Paddy.